Hey everybody, just wanted to show you some of the things I got on an estate sale today. I personally collect barber items and memorabilia and anything razor related, and we happened to go to an estate sale today where the fella also collected these things. And usually around here I have a hard time finding nice, in good condition barber items or razors. But I got lucky today and found all of these beauties. I left the tags on them so you could see what I paid for these items, just in case anybody cares. But $8 on a nice straight razor is not a bad price. Even if you're going to resell or flip them, it's not a bad price at all. So this one is a demon razor. It's for demons, $8. Demon razor. It's a little rough on the back, but the reason I bought it is because it was made by Gibson BS Company in Duluth, Minnesota. And we're from Minnesota, and I don't see a whole lot of local razors. Next, we have a nice, this is one of my favorites, I think. Oxford razor, $8 as well. It's just in really nice shape. For a straight razor, nice clean blade, which is usually what you know, if you want to get them for collecting or reselling, the nicer the blade you can get, it helps you for the value. Oxford razor, warranted, Germany. I'm having a hard time picking that up on the camera, but so this razor is particularly interesting because I've never seen one like it, which in the world of antiques and collectibles usually means you should buy it. That's my rule for the most part. This one was $6. It has a wooden handle, and it's in, a little bit of rough shape, but that is because it was made in, upside down, January 19th, 1909. So very old razor. But what I think is interesting about this razor that I've not seen on other razors is, that part, this little star flips up. And that's how you change the blade, which I just think is really cool. Seen a lot of razors and not seen one quite like that. And again, these are most likely for my personal collection and not going to be sold, but I just really love this kind of stuff. This is a lovely little, travel, take with you razor. It was $10, but I discovered when I got home that it's actually new in the package. So this still has the Gillette put a razor here thing in it. Replace card with Gillette blade. So that's really nice. And then you would just screw this part. Let me get the camera on there. You'd screw this part into this part. And that would create your razor. And then you get a blade. And there is a blade that was in the box. So that's really exciting when you get something that's new and not been used and in such great condition. I will say that at this guy's house, at this fella's estate sale, everything there in the house, this guy was such a great collector. Pretty much everything there was valuable. We've got a Gillette holder for your razor blades. I think this is probably for your used razor blades, or maybe if you're traveling. But you can see, I don't know if you can see that very well. There's Gillette. And then I paid $2 each for these. I happen to already own this is for a Rolls-Royce razor. And I happen to already own one of those, but I do not own this lovely tortoiseshell colored hold your razor blade item. So Rolls-Royce Imperial blade. So I paid $2 for each of those. Then we've got, I just thought this was a pretty cool razor that I've not seen before. It's a Gem Junior from what I saw. Let me see if I can get it open. from what I saw on the inside, it's a Gem Junior, but it's gold colored, which is nice, but also it has this lovely handle. Like, how cool is that? So, I got a lot of razors. I don't have one like that. $4. Thought that was a steal. Put that over here. Oops. Okay, I moved some things around. This razor is from, it's not quite a razor, by the way. It's a, I don't know if it's a beard cutter or hair cutter, but either way, it's by Weck Company, Weck and Company, Brooklyn, New York. But what I really liked is the color of, I think it's probably celluloid that is on here. Old plastic. $6, but it's blue, and it's just a really nice color. And a lot of times these are discolored or they're cracked. Most of the time they're cracked. So that's really nice. Then we have this one. Got this one because, I mean, it's like not my favorite, most interesting razor, but it is in very good condition. It was $8. Very good condition. HB Ochre and Company, I think is what it says. Oh, H. Boker and Company. But the blade says Cracker Jack. I don't think I'm going to be able to... Oh, there. Cracker Jack. And it's just in just really good condition for... I'm doing a bad job here. Really good condition for being a razor blade. Handle's intact. Again, probably celluloid. Which can get brittle and kind of fragile, which is why you see a lot of them cracked. Now these razors, this one was $10. Just get that glare off it. I had to light it up. It's kind of dark in here. And hard to see the inscriptions on the razors if I don't have the light on. So this one is a MAC razor. Comes with a leather case. But I don't think it's ever been used. $10. It has this really cool blue plastic. But it's in immaculate condition, so I don't think it was ever used. $10. And even newer razor blades, I mean, you get a good quality new, I shouldn't say razor blade, straight razor is what I'm trying to say to you. It can be worth good money. So I didn't look any of these up. I just went with instinct and fear for the most part that someone would take it before I got my barber items. Anyway, I didn't even know they were there. I didn't mean to spend this much money at the garage sale, but it worked out. So $10 for that one, which I still think is a good deal for a brand new one. This one was $14. This is a Krieger. It looks really nice, like an old knife. That's what it reminds me of is like a old timer knife or something like that. It has this lovely wood. But those are my fingerprints, I'm sure. Otherwise, it was never used. Very good condition. This is a newer one. I think the box said 2006. Came with the box and a little carrying case. So again, I think to buy a razor that's that heavy and of that quality, I feel like already is going to cost you more than the $14 that I spent for it. I can at least, I think, double my money, if not more than that, on the new razors, at least. The old ones I'm definitely keeping. But technically, 2006, that's 1 year from being vintage, this one is. So, what do you know? These I took a chance on. They were $24. And also we made some really great connections with the estate sale company today that does these estate sales in our area. The lady hugged me when I left. She was really nice people. So it's good to make those kind of connections because she told me I really like to meet nice people and then I like to give them a good deal. Well, can't ask for more than that at a first day of the estate sale. We can't go tomorrow because second day estate sale is always better than first day estate sale because it's most of the time half off. But all the good stuff isn't necessarily going to be there anymore. You can usually still find good stuff. But so we made a good connection with these people. And you never know what that might amount to later, especially if they know what we're looking for. They could pull it for us ahead of time or invite us early. That kind of stuff happens all the time. This is a set of Steel Warrior knives. They're new too. They have never been used. They're in immaculate condition. Just absolutely beautiful. No problems with them at all. Very shiny. So that's the most I paid for them. But really, it's $12 a razor if you look at it that way. So I haven't looked those ones up yet. But the last 3 items we have here, you can see I just moved it, is a shaving stand where you would hang your brush and your razor. This one, I took the tag off, but I think it was $12. I'm pretty sure might have been $8, but I think it was $12. So I'm going to move that one over. Then we have an even better shaving stand. This one was $12, so I feel like the other one must have been $8 because this one's in much nicer condition. You have kind of this, seems like Art Deco to me. They're very heavy. Not quite sure what that part's made of. Maybe pewter. But they're lovely, and this is a boar fur brush, I guess. I don't know. Can't remember how to say that right at the moment. And then it has your shaving cup, which is in very good condition, and then you have your razor that would go with it. So this stand would sit on your shaving stand and look very classy and fancy for you if your name is Gatsby or whoever. But it reminds me of the 20s. It's very Art Deco looking. But I haven't looked it up yet. I don't know. But again, $12. And the last part, I feel like I want to try to figure out how to set my phone down so I can show you how this works. So just hang on one second. Okay, well, Matt's not in here to help me. And I'm not that tech savvy at the moment with my phone to figure out how to make that work. So this was $12 as well. And please just bear with me. I'm going to try to make it work because I thought it was like the coolest thing. So it might just take a second for it to do what I want it to do. But you would put your razor blades in here and then you would turn around like this. And then what would happen is they would resurface them. So it would resurface your razor blades so that you could use them again and not have to buy. So it's a strop is technically, it's like but watch what it does. I didn't know it did that. It flips around. I was playing with it. I'm like, what is it doing? It flips around and then it does the other side. If you're coordinated enough to actually turn this, you'll have to excuse me. I have a bit of arthritis. There we go. And so you turn it around and you keep doing that. And then until you don't want to overstrop it. It says right on the top. So you do that and you keep doing it until you get all of your razor blades. I just wanted to turn again. Yeah, I just think that's so cool. All your razor blades done. You also can have a strop, like a leather strop that you kind of flip. But it's much harder to do. So this automated that system. And it also just made like a cool looking machine. It's a button here too, like a lever, I imagine, per the little hand that they're pointing to. Hands pointing to the lever, right? So I'm guessing that's probably why. But let me flip this over. It's nice on the bottom too. It's going to give us an idea of who made it and the date, which honestly I didn't even look at before I bought it. I was just like, I don't have one of those. And when you collect things and you don't have one, it's just neat to see things you don't have. Rhodes Manufacturing Company, Crisscross. Patent, St. Louis, Missouri, USA. Latest patent date on this is January 18th, 1927. So this item is almost 100 years old. And I could still turn it with one hand with arthritis. So it's a pretty good item. Just don't make things like they used to. Okay, everybody, by my calculation, with the $4 for the 2 things that aren't on the table and the $8 for the stand that wasn't on there, I spent $128 on these items. Now, mind you, would I have liked to come back the second day? Yes, but we are busy tomorrow doing a separate private pick, so we are not going to be able to do that. So I got a better deal on something else later that made me not feel so bad about this price. But even for personal, it's difficult to find one of these razors in really good condition, like really good condition for under $40. So I think that we did pretty good. You guys let me know how you think I did. Like and subscribe. And let me know in the comments. Did I do good? Did I do bad? What's your take? All right, you guys, thank you so much. Sarah Sells Smalls, and everybody take care now.